Hey, my name's Favour, and today we're going to be learning how to EQ our basses and our drums to make them fit together perfectly. Let's check it out. Okay, there we go. Got a very generic sounding housey bass, and we're going to duplicate it, and we're going to copy our MIDI file down. So we've got two exact copies of the same bass. Then we're going to go to our top one, and we're going to label it sub. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to label it body. It's always good to keep your admin up. So on the sub one, we're going to go and create a filter. And we're going to select the high cut. So we're getting rid of those high frequencies. We're going to go to about 200 hertz. So we've only left with this rich subby deepness. Then we're going to go to the body one, and we're going to select a low cut. So we're getting rid of all of that deepness, and we've just got that main power driving bit. We're going to select that to 200 hertz as well. Then let's open an EQ with our kick and our sub bass. Cool, that's sounding all right. But let's EQ our kick a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit out of the bottom, that's super low. And we saw it coming in, like mainly hitting around the 100 mark. That's kind of where we want to be hitting. But we want to save a little bit of room for our sub bass as well. So we're just going to bring down the 200 a little bit, and we don't need too much in the high end. Otherwise, it can get a little bit complex later on with the full mix. So what we're going to do is we're going to find space for our bass. We're pretty much going to do the inverse of what we see on our kick. That's cool. There's a lot more detail there. So now let's select our snare and our body bass. Okay, that's sounding all right. We're going to open up the EQs exactly the same as with the kick and the sub bass. I'm going to follow a pretty similar procedure. It's going to start with EQing our drums. So in this case, the snare. We're going to be finding the frequencies that we really want to be shining through in the song, in this case just above 200, and coming up about 2K as well. I'm going to get rid of some of those really, really high frequencies. Then in the same way that we did, we're going to find space for our bass. We don't need anything under 200, and we're going to do pretty much the inverse of what we found on the snare, just so the bass and the snare have their own space and their own feel. So yeah, let's adjust that a little bit and see how this sounds. Cool, and when we put it all together, it sounds like this. Thank you so much for watching. We've got some more videos about basses and drums and how they fit together coming up next, so don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and if there's anything else that you want me to cover, drop a comment below. See you in a bit.